What's up, y'all? Message from Spirit. God, Source, Spirit, whatever you want to call it, your higher self. Life is a string of moments. So, memories, right? It's just a string of those. And if you think about your past, it's a figment of your imagination, right? You can look at pictures, you can look at videos, you can have vivid memories, you can have traumatic memories, you can do past life memories, recall, right? Regressions, hypnosis into past life, this current life, like past memories, right? It's kind of like past lives, really. You're like, you were a child, right? You were a different person. And then you have the future. When you future trip or you're planning your future, you can't really plan exactly what your future is going to look like. You don't know what's happening. You don't know what's coming exactly, right? Like, I don't know why this popped in my head, but you could get pregnant. You could have a baby coming. You could meet the love of your life, get married by next year. And that maybe wasn't on your radar. So the point of this message is all you have is now, right? Eckhart Tolle brought this through in his book. And it's so true. Like, all we have is right now. And so when we look at how are we predominantly in this now moment, right? Are you freaking out about your future? Are you being so sappy about the past? I wish I could relive my glory days. Like, really? You're missing the right now. This is where the magic is. Those other places are not. Right? Maybe there's some amazing memories and future memories that you know, but how can you bring that magic into now? Because if we're focusing on lack, not good enough, not having enough, poverty, right? Like, lack, poverty can be in many senses of the word. Oh, I have a lack of good looks. I have a lack of money. I have a lack of good relationships. I have a lack of vitality. I have a lack of youth because I'm aging. Like, bleh, cancel, clear, delete. Like, don't even play. Don't even play with that. Okay? Because where your attention goes, your energy flows, right? We have seen science, the quantum physics is showing this, and studies with plants and water. What you say to plants, it affects the cellular structure, expression, the biochemistry, right? They've shown that if you say to a plant, that they did a study where this poor little plant, but they were saying, like, you're so ugly, your roots don't even grow right, you know, like all these bad things, but the roots actually started like growing up out of the ground, and it was like decrepit and like not in a good state because people were only giving it judgment and hatred. And this has also been done with Dr. Emoto's water experiments. He said, I love you to some water, and it was like, I love you, beauty, like different things. You can look it up, Dr. Emoto, Emoto. And the things that were like, I love you, growth, peace, beauty, were like sacred geometry, gorgeous. And they each had their own one, right? And then the things that were hatred, disgust, envy were like jagged and ugly and dark and black, right? Now, we are 70% water, right? And when we speak to ourselves in any kind of way, it affects the neurochemistry, and the biochemistry. As above, so below. This is where you begin to hack your ability in this present moment. You are the master of the supercomputer that is your brain, right? Become the observer of this now moment. What are you spiraling in? Freaking out about the future? Reminiscing about the past? How can you be in this now moment and take your power back and focus on what you want to be creating in this now moment? Peace, love, joy, happiness, excitement, awe, wealth. So when you focus on cultivating those things in this now moment, you're, first of all, reprogramming your subconscious mind and talking to yourself in a positive way, which the neurochemicals that are released are of a growth state, so that your cells are in a growth state. And you are going to attract in the quantum field a growth state, right? Of wealth and abundance, joy and love. And this is where you work with God, Source, Spirit, the universe. That quality of God, Source, Spirit that exists within you, your higher self, your divine spark, your unique expression of that, is then reflected in this gigantic, unique expression of Source, the quantum field, by attracting in the right opportunities that are in vibrational alignment with you. So if you have been living in paycheck to paycheck, lack mindset, you're going to continue to attract those experiences. And these lack, poverty experiences are going to be in love, finances, career. It's going to be everywhere, right? So the reprogramming comes in every now moment. Loving yourself. A simple way to approach this that I have used, because I have been there. I have been stuck in poverty, paycheck to paycheck living for the greater part of my life. My my grandparents were of the Great Depression, and then my other ones were immigrants from Ireland. And when they got here, it was like so shocking and extreme poverty. And so I have this like poverty in my ancestry and fear of lack. So it was a big programming for me. So paycheck to paycheck was my norm, and not having enough. And really, I did have enough. And when I see like the reprogramming that had to happen was realizing that I did have enough. Like, where was my money flying out from me because I wasn't being aware of my spending? You know, that was a thing that I had to be aware of. And acknowledging that I do have money. I do have enough money. And everything is always working out for me. That was another mantra for me that has been wonderful, because when you really believe that everything is always working out for you, it really is. Even things that don't seem to be in your best interest are, because they're aligning you to what you are meant to be experiencing next. If you have a rejection, it wasn't meant for you. Why are you clinging onto it? You are creating your own suffering if you're clinging onto it. When you accept that it wasn't for you, you free yourself, right? You get to move forward. So being present in this now moment is everything. And another one to ask God, Source, Spirit, your higher self is, show me how it gets better. Show me how it gets better. And listening. Because when you get those feelings, those intuitions, those aren't just like for fun. Like, sure they are, but it's for your fun to like guide you. It's not just to be like, oh, I just saw another sign. I asked for 333 to be my sign, and I just saw it again. And it's like, yeah, what's that sign that you asked for it to be? That means to take action on that thing that you asked about, or to end the relationship. Like, we ask for signs all the time and we get them, and then we constantly ignore them. This is a thing that humans do because we want more validation, but the validation is here. The validation is you. When you feel like something is off or not in alignment or is in alignment, trust it. Why do you need someone outside of yourself to tell you that you're right? Right? You don't. It's time to trust yourself. It's time to be in this now moment and sit with yourself and see what wants to come up and out of you. Is it something that needs to be processed? Emotions? Feelings? So that you can get to the heart of what you really want? Is that opening a restaurant? Is that being a car salesman? I don't know, it popped into my head. You want to like sell fancy cars? You want to be a singer? You want to be a poet? You want to be an author? You want to be a journalist? I don't know. You want to be an artist? You know, right? Don't let like, I feel like a lot of the times we look for, I used to do this too. I would be like, oh, I have a reading with this amazing psychic. And I was always like, why are they telling me things that I know? And that means they're actually like a good psychic. They're telling you your intuition, right? It's things you know about in your life that you don't want to see, that you don't want to acknowledge, that you don't want to do. That's what you need to confront in this now moment. And then when you acknowledge what needs to be come up and out, this can be like, let go of the thing that you don't feel in alignment with anymore. You get to then align with what is right, what is coming towards you that is meant to be in your field, because you have a soul contract with it likely, and it's going to bring joy and excitement. And the reprogramming is everything is always working out for me. My life is always improving. Everything is always getting better for me. And believe this, right? Something that I am 100% all in on is the belief that my prayers, my wishes always come true. Because they do. And I know this to be true because it's been happening and unfolding since my early adulthood. Everything that I ask for comes to me. But I also have that unwavering faith in God source, the divine source spirit, angels, higher self, like whatever it is to you. I'm not going to share whatever it is exactly to me, but I also have that unwavering faith within me. I know that I have in my own higher self internal guidance. And when I trust that, I can fiercely trust that the outer reflection of that is also guiding me. As above, so below. It's getting really in tune with really trust, which is difficult, right? Because we want to see the like, show me the receipts that I'm going to get what I am putting my energy into. And that's the wacky thing about life, right? We don't really know. That's what's crazy about getting into a relationship. Like with a romantic partner or a friend, you don't know where it's going to go. Even having a child, you don't know what that relationship's going to be. But you're trusting that when you act in integrity, authenticity, and in alignment with the highest and best version of yourself, even if this new relationship isn't in alignment with you, you trust so fiercely that if it falls away, you're good on your own and the right thing is coming in. So, back to the early message of life is a string of moments. How can you be in this moment and love yourself? Because you're not going to hate yourself through change. The big transition, your big transformation. It's not going to happen. The little caterpillar isn't like, look at my dumpy little arms and my chubby body. and then become a beautiful butterfly. Nah, dude. Caterpillar's like, oh, damn, dude, I'm enjoying this little like tick, 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 right? And it's following its intuition, like, I'm gonna go eat that leaf. Oh, I have this internal knowing right now that I need to start making this cocoon. Like, what is this thing? I'm tired. I gotta take a rest in this cocoon. And in that rest, in that cocoon, the metamorphosis of the butterfly happens, right? They turn into a goop and some serious magic happens in there and they become a butterfly, right? But they're not judging themselves. Nature doesn't judge themselves. The caterpillar's not like, this is stupid. This is taking too long. No, nah, dude, I'm good. Caterpillar's like, I'm resting in here. I'm changing. And then it emerges a butterfly, right? So what do you need to rest in right now and allow yourself to heal? Because we're also, if this is finding you as I post it, there's a lunar eclipse right now. And the old version, an old version of you wants to die, wants to go away. It's time for that part of you to rest, right? Because it's time to fully embody the new version of you so you can step into this new future. But you have to release these old stories and old beliefs. Because you're not going to get to this new place, this new timeline, this new reality with the old stuck and on the front lines of your mind, of your experience, of your existence, of this now moment. And you can do it. Trust yourself. If you feel called to work with me, the link is in my bio. I do quantum energy healing sessions. It can really help shift these energies that you feel stuck in. Yeah. You've got this. You're doing great. Life is challenging, right? But that's part of this journey that we signed up for. And that's part of what's so exciting about it. If it was just easy all the time, maybe we wouldn't have done it. Maybe it wouldn't be worth it. But the challenge and the triumph comes reward. And you're doing it. This is part of your journey and you're doing great. So stop judging the caterpillar face. Okay? You gonna be a butterfly, okay? Okay. Love you. Bye. If this resonated, comment a butterfly. Bye.